Hi Gemini, I'm Jophia Mind Tarot here to read for your spiritual messages for this month and in the not so distant future. I'll be using the African Gods Oracle as well as the Enchanted Map Oracle, the Soul's Journey cards, and the Lightseers Tarot. So let's see what comes out first for your spiritual message. All right. So Spirit, what's the message, the spiritual message for Gemini for the month of July and in the near future? Thank you. Spirit, what's the message for Gemini? One more shuffle. Messages for Gemini. Right. Okay, so we have Ika. Impossible is only a matter of opinion. So don't say anything is impossible. Anything else? For Gemini Spirit? Okay, we have three more cards. Talk about being stubborn as well. Osa, fire and passion run through your veins. Okay, so whatever um, is in your sights, you have the passion to do it. Edgy gobe, your reality is as big as you can dream. So all of this talks about having the courage, having the what do you call it? It's like the drive to make something happen. And Obara, this is the negative of Obara. So the positive talks about happiness. This is the negative. If you insist on your price, people will forget your value. Okay, yeah, because it'll more be about money than it will be about doing what you're passionate about. But we'll dig into that further. Let's move on here to the enchanted map. See what comes out there. For you. What is the message for them? One more shuffle. Let's do quick shuffle, shuffle. All right. Ooh, that is much too much. Let's see how many are these. All right. Okay, we'll shuffle again. This is a lot. Okay. Ooh. All right. We'll take those. That's extreme. We have storm fields. Okay, so something maybe was upsetting, something rocked your world. Ghost lands. Then all of a sudden nothing was happening. And then it created a metamorphosis, which was a change. Metamorphosis is change. Okay, it's like the butterflies. Hmm. It's almost, I'm getting the image of like after the storm has totally whipped through an area, there's a period of silence as everything settles and then there are changes. So maybe there's new, before there was dead leaves or, useless brush, and then all of a sudden it's been cleared away and for new things to grow. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Okay, let's see what comes out here. Ooh, now let's do another shuffle. Those cards are really fighting me. All right. So let's see. Ooh. So we have change right next to metamorphosis. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Change. Anything else? The Gemini, anything else? Purpose and love. Nice. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Love. I commit to practice of seeing the good in all things. Yes. So whatever you love, whatever you're passionate about, um, you know, be finding purpose in your passion. Whatever is not necessarily, what is not necessary would be moved, and for a while it'll seem like nothing's growing, but all of a sudden things will change. And in this change, you know what you're here to do. It'll kind of clear away what was maybe confusing at first, or so this could be um, emotionally as well. I'm hearing it's like being in emotional confusion, and then in a period of like nothing's happening. If maybe you feel a little numb, and then all of a sudden there's a change within you. You're able to see things more clearly. Okay. And any mistakes, yeah. Because I see failure here at the bottom of the deck. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So maybe you had made mistakes, you know, like, or what you consider mistakes in the past that caused conflict, maybe, but it caused a change, within you. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what comes out for you. Okay, Page of Cups. Interesting. Eight of Wands. Messages. We have Five of Wands. And just one more card, maybe. And we have Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so the first thing perhaps might be happening here is someone, this bottom row here, we have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be talking about communication of maybe an apology um, that is, is not maybe received so well. That's the first message. Like communication that's not received so well in a relationship, in some kind of relationship. Could be a marriage, could be even a job situation. Or this could also mean um, getting a message. Maybe someone has younger than you is having a crush on you, communicates that to you, and it gives you internal conflict about relationships. Or you could be doing that to someone. You're the younger person, or someone younger is communicating with you. It doesn't have to be younger, but with the Page of Cups is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they can have that in their chart, or they could communicate with you if you had water in your chart. You could have Cancer in your chart. But the Five of Wands talks about internal conflict. It could also talk about external conflict with another person in a family dynamic. So it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could also be within a family dynamic. Could be romantic, could be platonic. Like for example, two sisters, a brother and a sister, two brothers, husband and wife. You know, someone is. Excuse me if you hear that noise in the background. I live in the city. So yeah, so it looks here like some kind of communication is causing conflict within a family dynamic. Or it could be in a job situation. Why the Page of Cups? Let me see if I can clarify the Page of Cups. And then I'll clarify the Five of Wands to see what it could be. Okay, yeah, because something came out, a secret came out. Maybe it's a confession, someone confessing something. Why does it cause conflict? I mean, it could be so many things. Yeah, it caused conflict because it was a tower moment. It's like something came out that, you know, you weren't expecting, or that person wasn't expecting. Let me see if I could clarify the Ten of Pentacles. I'm not sure if it'll give me anything, but let's see. All right. Ooh. All right, so we have, I wasn't taking in the reverse. We have Ace of Cups in the reverse. We have the King of Swords. We have Death and the Seven of Cups. Yeah. There could be some kind of if Ace of Cups in reverse could talk about unrequited love, or you feel like you found out the truth about a love situation that changed everything. It caused you to become confused. Um, so I'm not sure if you're welcoming this communication, or the person who is receiving the information is welcoming it. But moving away from this, let's go to the top here and see what that's about. So we have Ika, impossible. Impossible is only a matter of opinion. Number 27. So these are positive cards. You have 3 positive cards and 1 negative card here. Um, so Ika talks about confidence, self-assurance, um, courageousness, letting go of the ego's temptation to be dominant in a particular situation. Yeah, kind of battling with shadows that, like in storm fields. Remember when I talk about emotional storms, like, so being able to conquer that. And with that metamorphosis and change right next to each other, the change happening. And it could also talk about impulsivity, you know, they will, acting on impulse. And then let's see what Osa here. Fire and passion run through your veins. Yeah. So it's like I see in this more of a kind of emotional stuff. It's like controlling the ego's wanting to be right in every situation, to want to control, and then moving to kind of something like, and passion and anger and all of that stuff, and kind of quieten it. So here we see more stronger colors like reds and purples leading into blues, the blue here. So then also number 17. Yeah, intelligence, great willpower, charismatic, benevolent, not holding grudges. Yeah, you can be single minded. Yeah, but it also talks about benevolence and generosity. Yeah, and the ability to be helpful for anyone who asks. So number 15, Ejigobe. Hope I'm pronouncing these right. Ejigobe, it's about being able to multitask, being curious, a freedom lover. And it also talks about, kind of overcoming the feeling of not being, like the rug being pulled from under you unexpectedly. Always being on edge. Yeah. And having a balance between ambition and greed. So yeah, so something like the Cancer read, is similar, but there's more really focusing on self, taking control of emotions, calming down the energies, taking a look at what the ego wants and what the soul needs. And with number 12 here, Obara, it kind of is, to me, it seems like a kind of a warning. So saying that, and it's come up twice here because at the bottom of the deck we have Oganda, which I didn't really show, right? It was at the bottom of the deck. It says stubbornness only brings unnecessary wars. And then here it says, if you talk too much, don't listen to people, lying and fantasizing. Um, and tyranny when it talks about, your inner child, not being, what do you do when you feel like you can't get away? And pointing fingers. Yeah. And taking time to take on challenges that things won't happen overnight. And really kind of really seeing things for what they are and seeing people for who they are. Yeah, because that's the first thing I got from this storm feels card. It's like almost like something emotional. So I don't know if this is your energy or someone coming toward you, dealing with, like a stubborn person, like dealing with a stubborn person. And this stubborn person, could be revealing something to you, or somebody who was previously stubborn, maybe a younger energy, and maybe you weren't expecting to hear from this person because the previous interaction with them left you confused, you know? But they claim that they have changed. I know they claim that they have changed, but it's just like with this here, it's like almost revealing some kind of truth about something that left you or the other person confused. Like clearing up some kind of confusion, yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Storm fields. I'm gonna look at storm fields again because I know that, I'm seeing it as like more of an emotional thing. But let's see what comes out for storm fields. Yeah, it's talking about chaos and conflict, which is evident in the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. See the Knight of Wands. It could be a Knight of Wands. Who knows? A Sag, or fire sign, Aries, Scorpio, um, Leo. But then with this Five of Wands under here, under this, yeah, this Five of Wands, yeah, it could mean like, conflict, chaos. Yeah. And then Ghostlands number 17. Just remembering the past. It talks not what Ghostlands is more remembering the past and kind of reviewing. It's like a life review, by actually being, you're alive but doing a live review. Life review. It's like taking things into consideration of what happened, looking back in the past. It's something like a Six of Cups kind of thing. Yeah. And just seeing things as they are in the present. Um, yeah, it's mostly like nostalgia, but there are changes, which is good. So with number 25, Metamorphosis, it talks about changes, letting go of things that no longer serve, shedding unnecessary baggage. Yeah. It's like how I see this whole thing is like whether it's within you or within a relationship, whether platonic or romantic, it's just like moving out of the space of, how things used to be in the past when emotions and interactions with people cause chaos and negative emotions, confusion, and then just reviewing that, looking over it, you know, and kind of having just recognizing it for what it is and seeing that there's another way to do things. Yeah, and knowing your purpose. So if we look at the numbers, numerology, 5 and 1 is 6, which talks about harmony, right? 8 is prosperity and wealth. And then we have 9. If you look at the spiritual meaning of the numbers, it's called transformation, change, transformation, prosperity, with others, within yourself. They have another 8 here, so there's 17. 17, 2 and 7 is 9. This is a 9 here. 2 and 5 is 7, which is inner wisdom and introspection. So it's all about introspection, wisdom, making changes, over something that happened, most likely in the past. Okay. So I hope it helped and I hope it resonated, Cancer. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next reading. Okay. Take care. Sorry, did I say Cancer? Gemini. Sorry about that. Gemini. Um, so I hope to see you in the next reading, Gemini. Take care. I just did Cancer. That's why I said Cancer. All right. Take care, Gemini. Bye.